Brand new team. We have episode number 100 as well, club number 15. Should go find out where we are. Welcome back to Tunes Travels. Cape Town Spurs Football Club hire Whitehead. Eyebrows been raised in the world of football. The appointment of the 46-year-old has recently spent time away from club football. He's sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Avaliable Stadium. Rise with a record of 417 wins, 152 draws, and 145 defeats. His career, 12 league titles and 16 cups. Replaces previous manager Mark Maloka was favourite all along for the job. Yes, we are in South Africa, the only African nation in the playable game, in the base game. And this is going to be a nice little challenge. You can see that they finished 7th last season. They've never finished higher than 3rd, I think it was, in the league. If I remember correctly, I might be thinking of the other team that I was potentially in for. We've won 1 cup, championship, and yeah, so they've never won this league title, at least the PSL. So this is going to be interesting. They made it to the quarterfinals, however, of the Champions League last season. Of course, we have to win the African Champions League. This is the only African nation playable in the game. So, yeah, we're going to have to do it with not necessarily this team, but in this country. We can't, like we have just done, move on to another team and then come back in. Gerard Opperman is potentially going out. I would quite like to keep you. You're going to leave at the end of your contract, are you? Well, then, in that case, trigger contract extension. Yeah, take that. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. We're going to do our usual thing of going to take a look at the ground. And then we'll be back for our first game in charge of Cape Town Spurs. So as I normally do, we'll go and take a look at the ground. So we're going to say goodbye, obviously, to what isn't our team, actually, in Australia, and move on over to Cape Town, to the Avaliable Stadium. It's a wonderful little ground, this one. Of course, in South Africa, in Australia just then, the team didn't actually own that ground in real life. It was a new stadium that was being built, so we couldn't see it. But this is quite a nice little ground. See plenty of people here, plenty of police here. I don't think we can actually get inside the ground here. I didn't see a place to drop us, unfortunately, so I don't think we're going to be able to see actually inside the ground with the street view version. Into the little car park. It's not a bad little ground at all, is it? So, yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting to take charge in. It's going to be a nice little ground, and hopefully we can bring success to the team. And we're going to have a very successful couple of years, maybe, here at South Africa at Cape Town Spurs. So our first game, at least, will be in the MTN 8 Cup, which is the top 8 from the Premier League all qualify for this cup. This isn't one that we need to win here to, complete part of the country, but we're going to try and do our best in it as well. We've brought in no new players. We've let none go. I really think we've got a really good young squad here, really potentially filled squad. I don't think that's a phrase at all. It is now potentially filled. We are playing Kaiser Chiefs in this one. You can see Cape Town City have beat Sundowns on penalties, and Black Leopards knocked out Maritzburg United 2-1. Supersport United versus Orlando Pirates, the reigning champions, in the other quarter-final. So this is, like I say, it's the top 8, all go through into a knockout competition. We came runners-up 2 years in a row, back in 36, 37, 37, 38. Ajax CT, which are now us, won it in 14, 15. A couple of us were runners-up spots, so no real history of success in this competition, none as Cape Town Spurs, once as the former club. So we're going to try and do our best in this competition going forward. So this is a lineup we're going with for our very first game in charge of Cape Town Spurs. We've got Kyle and Du in goal, Ngwenya at right back, Aqua, Bui and Sone the back four. This is going to be terrible again. Makaran and Bosch in midfield. Nkub, Schwartz, Pemal and Daniels are the attacking quartet. We've got Tone out in suspended, as is Carl George. You see a couple of players out on loan. Let's just hide them. We've got a pretty big squad as well here. We're allowed 7 subs for this game. 7 changes from our last friendly game. So yeah, we'll see how things go here in what will be our first game here in South Africa. We're hoping for a really good season. And really take this game to them. This is going to be our first real test as well. I quite like having these little competitions before the season starts, so we can see how good a team actually is in a competitive environment against a really good side, of course, Kaiser Chiefs here. And we are underway. I think we are the home team as well. I don't think it's neutral grounds. I think it is just home team. 1 game, winner takes all. We are in the white, they are in the black and yellow. So it's their free kick, fledgling first time, and Mashaba heads over the bar from a close range. Probably should have done better with that. It's 50-50 in terms of possession. Of course, we are still trying to learn our system that we brought in here, same that we've seen everywhere else. It will take a little while for the team to get used to that. And coming up towards half time, just that one highlight so far. And Kuba with twisted knee. Vicky Solo suggested to come on for him. We'll get him to half time. And then we'll take a look. But it is 0-0 at the moment. It's only a knock. He looks like he's okay to continue. We're going to take off Permal, though, for Shabala. As we just take a moment to have a word with a couple of these players. And I'm going to tell them they've not been good enough. We're going to speak to Ngwenya individually as well. And we're going to tell him to calm down so he doesn't get sent off. A couple of players motivated. And that one change made so far for us. They are having more shots, really, but neither team is really creating anything. Let's encourage. And they have a throw-in now. We intercept and play it downfield, and Daniels is on his own and nowhere really to go there. Jonas now brings it forward. Diamande to Khan. Sonopo looks forward and they're in, and the keeper is out of position. Mikaze makes it 1-0 to Kansas City. Not Kansas City, Kaiser Chiefs. Where did Kansas City come from? Completely wrong country. But this was just far too easy. Just look at this run here. Just Ngwenya falling asleep. And yeah, 1-0 down. And just not particularly playing very well at all. Aqua's going to come off. Mositfolga, I think is how you pronounce his name. Probably wrong again. Schwartz off for Roberts. Do we get any more changes? Can we bring? We can't bring on Focolo as well. So just a free. I'm going to demand more. But honestly, we haven't particularly been in this game at all. And with 10 minutes left to go, we're going to a positive style. Can we go and get a goal? We've only had 2 shots all game. So it's highly unlikely, but we do have a throw in here. And it's just given away. You've got a man stuff right in front here. Just launched it over his head. Kaiser Chiefs brings it forward, but Roberts intercepts. They win it back there off a tackle. And, I mean, that seems to have been a common theme that we've seen so far, where you really can't keep the ball. Sonopo brings it down, and Sony probably could have got in there before him as well. We just seem to be a couple of yards off everything, really. De Rook gets past his man, pulls it across, it's going to be 2-0, and that is going to be game over. We are going to be out of this competition. And maybe I am going to have to invest, because from what we've seen in this initial game, it's been far from good enough, and defensively shambolic, really. But we are going to crash out in our first game here, and I'm going to tell them in no uncertain terms how poor they were, and individual players, 6.3, 6.2s, I'm going to tell them I'm furious. 6.4s here, and 6.5s. Didn't play well enough. Bowie, delighted with his performance, and we'll tell we can't fault his performance. So Bowie actually got demotivated by me praising him. A couple of other players demotivated by me picking on them a little bit, but that's how it is. And we are only going to get this one game in this episode, because obviously we have all the introduction bit as well. And I'm still struggling with the voice and the cough. So yeah, we're hopefully on the road to recovery, but we will see. Which means tomorrow's episode will be the start of the Premier League season against Supersport United and Amazulu. If you enjoyed this one, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.